Time. It's slipping through your fingers right now. Every second you spent scrolling, doubting, or planning without action is another moment of your potential dying in silence. But this isn't another generic wake-up call. This is your turning point. What you're about to discover isn't recycled motivation or basic discipline tactics. Instead, I'm going to share breakthrough strategies that even the most dedicated self-improvement veterans haven't considered. The uncomfortable truth? You've already wasted precious years. But today, you'll learn exactly how to reclaim your time and transform it into unstoppable momentum. The methods I'm about to reveal will revolutionize how you approach every hour of your day. Your heart pounds when you check the calendar. Another month vanished. Another dream delayed. You're suffocating in the quicksand of mediocrity while watching younger men sprint past you toward success. Every morning, you face that mirror, promising yourself today will be different. But it never is. The time debt spiral crushes you deeper each night. Procrastination isn't just stealing your time, it's assassinating your future self. That knot in your stomach? It's not anxiety. It's your untapped greatness screaming to break free. Right now, someone half your age is building the empire you've only dreamed about. The bitter truth? While you seek motivation and perfect timing, real men are forging their destinies through raw discipline. Your potential is rotting. Your excuses are weapons of self-destruction. And time, it's not just passing, it's sprinting away from you. But there's a way to break free from this trap. A method I've developed called the 72-hour reality shift. This isn't another productivity hack or time management gimmick. This is psychological warfare against your mediocrity, and it starts with understanding a critical truth. Your relationship with time isn't just broken, it's actively sabotaging your potential for self-improvement. Here's the first breakthrough. Most men treat time like an infinite resource, but elite performers see it as a depleting investment account. Every hour you waste is actually burning future opportunities. This shift in perspective triggers an immediate urgency that fuels discipline. But knowing this isn't enough, you need to implement what I call the reality reset protocol. Start by conducting a time shock audit. For the next 72 hours, you'll use your phone to set random alarms throughout the day. When that alarm hits, you must immediately write down exactly what you're doing. No sugarcoating, no justifications. This creates a brutal mirror of reality that most men are too afraid to face. The patterns you'll discover will shake you to your core. But here's where this method differs from traditional time tracking. During these 72 hours, you'll also document the opportunity cost of each activity. That mindless social media scroll? Calculate its real price, not just in minutes, but in potential income lost, relationships neglected, and personal growth stunted. This isn't about guilt. It's about awakening the warrior within you who refuses to settle for average. The second phase of the reality shift introduces the momentum multiplier technique. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire schedule, you'll identify what I call power pivot points. Those crucial 15-minute windows where a single decision can dramatically alter your day's trajectory. Most men waste these pivotal moments, but you'll learn to transform them into motivation catalysts. For example, that drowsy moment when your alarm first rings? That's not just about waking up. It's a power pivot point that sets the tone for your entire day. The key is to preload these moments with what I call micro-missions, small but significant challenges that bypass your brain's resistance to change and create immediate momentum. The final element of the 72-hour reality shift involves implementing the consequence loop, a revolutionary approach to accountability that leverages your brain's loss aversion instinct to forge unshakable discipline. This isn't about punishment. It's about rewiring your neural pathways to automatically choose growth over comfort. This brings us to the most powerful weapon in your arsenal, the non-negotiable hour system. While most men waste precious motivation trying to overhaul their entire schedule, you're about to learn how to dominate your day by mastering just one critical hour. This isn't about waking up at 4 a.m. or grinding yourself into exhaustion. This is about understanding the psychology of peak performance and leveraging it for maximum impact. Here's the game-changing insight: motivation isn't random. It operates on a predictable cycle that you can hack for unstoppable momentum. By identifying your personal biological prime time, that golden window when your mental clarity and physical energy align, you can accomplish more in 60 minutes than most men achieve in an entire day. But this only works if you approach it with military-grade discipline. Start by conducting what I call a performance heat map. For 1 week, rate your energy and focus levels every hour on a scale of 1 to 10. Most men discover their peak performance window isn't when they expect it. Once you've identified your optimal hour, this becomes your non-negotiable territory. No calls, no emails, no distractions. This time becomes sacred ground for your most important work. But here's where most self-improvement advice falls short. They don't teach you how to protect this time from what I call success saboteurs. These are the seemingly legitimate interruptions that steal your best hours under the guise of urgency. You need to build what I call a force field protocol, a set of automated systems and prepared responses that shield your peak hour from any external chaos. The next level of this system involves what I call compound excellence. Instead of scattered efforts across multiple areas, you'll learn to stack high-impact activities within your non-negotiable hour. This creates a synergistic effect where each task amplifies the benefits of the others. For example, combining strategic planning with physical training doesn't just save time. It actually enhances your decision-making capability through increased oxygen flow and hormone optimization. The final component of this system is the excellence ecosystem, a framework for turning your non-negotiable hour into a catalyst for whole-day productivity. By front-loading your peak hour with what I call domino tasks, you create a cascade of positive momentum that carries through until bedtime. This isn't about working longer. It's about working with laser-focused intensity during your biological prime time. This brings us to the most crucial phase of your transformation, becoming what I call a temporal authority. Most men live as time slaves, but you're about to learn how to command it like a general commanding his troops. This isn't just about productivity or self-improvement. It's about seizing control of your destiny through decisive action and unwavering discipline. The foundation of temporal authority starts with mastering what I call the decision velocity protocol. Every successful man I've mentored shares one common trait. They make decisions at lightning speed. While average men waste weeks contemplating their next move, leaders understand that speed of execution trumps perfection. But here's the key insight. Decision velocity isn't about reckless action. It's about developing a refined framework for rapid assessment and implementation. Let me introduce you to the three-strike method. When faced with any decision that could impact your growth, you get 3 seconds to evaluate, 3 minutes to plan, and 3 hours maximum to take initial action. This might sound extreme, but it's based on advanced psychology. Your brain's primary decision-making center actually performs better under time pressure. By artificially creating these constraints, you bypass the paralysis of overthinking and tap directly into your intuitive leadership capabilities. But rapid decision-making is only half the equation. You need to build what I call your excellence infrastructure, a system of habits, environments, and relationships that automatically elevate your performance. This means ruthlessly auditing every aspect of your life through the lens of growth potential. That friend who always complains about their job but never takes action? They're not just wasting their time, they're contaminating your mindset. That cluttered workspace isn't just messy, it's actively sabotaging your mental clarity and discipline. The final component of becoming a temporal authority involves implementing the legacy acceleration framework. Most men think too small, planning just weeks or months ahead. But true leaders operate on a different timeline. They understand that today's actions create ripple effects that extend years into the future. By learning to see your current choices through the lens of legacy impact, you naturally begin making decisions that compound your success. Think about this. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're not just affecting today. You're literally stealing opportunities from your future self. That's why I've developed what I call the Future Self Protocol, a revolutionary approach to decision-making that forces you to confront the long-term consequences of your daily choices. Imagine waking up every morning with unstoppable momentum, knowing that every hour serves your greater mission. This isn't just about better time management. It's about total life transformation. The men who've implemented these systems report radical shifts within weeks. Their careers accelerate as they make decisions that others are too afraid to face. Their physical transformation follows naturally as they maximize their biological prime time. Most importantly, they develop an unshakable sense of discipline that bleeds into every area of life. That gnawing feeling of wasted potential, replaced by fierce determination. That paralyzing fear of mediocrity, transformed into fuel for continuous growth. You're not just managing time better. You're becoming the man you were meant to be. Right now, you stand at a crossroads. You can close this video and return to the comfort of mediocrity, or you can accept my 14-day temporal authority challenge. Here's what I want you to do. Start the 72-hour reality shift tomorrow morning. Document your journey. Share your breakthroughs in the comments below. But most importantly, commit to becoming a man of action. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more wasted potential. Time isn't just running out. It's sprinting away from you. The next 2 weeks will either be another blur of mediocrity or the beginning of your legacy. The choice is yours. Hit subscribe, activate those notifications, and join the ranks of men who refuse to settle for average. Your future self is watching. Don't let him down.